Hello, Jonathan Casey here with Mercury's Messenger Astrology, here to talk about Saturn in Aquarius and COVID-19. So, Saturn is the traditional ruler of Aquarius. He will be here for approximately the next 3 years. We could look at Saturn as government and Aquarius people. So, government and Saturn's also restrictions, right? So government putting restrictions on the people. We could also look at Saturn as a teacher and teaching the people to work together. Okay, so this is a time where we really need to come together. I feel the restrictions that the government can put on us is if we are divided and we act in a way that will justify a force like a martial law being imposed on us. Now we're really here. We're really at a tough spot here with the push of 5G technology. Now, I can't say for sure. I feel like coronavirus, there's basically a 98% survival rate. Coronavirus, I feel, is a real virus, but I feel like the the ones who are really sick and dying is not due to coronavirus. I feel coronavirus has very mild symptoms of what the greater issue is, and that's 5G and the radiation poisoning that 5G pushes our bodies, therefore being infected with radiation poisoning. And then this being blamed on COVID-19. Now, I've seen a scientist say that COVID-19 has been in our blood for years. That most of us already have been subjected to COVID-19, and that really it is more or less a flu, but it's a flu that has been has been the scapegoat in continuing to hide this 5G push. And they're pushing it, they're putting this out now that we're all distracted with coronavirus. Now, I've heard them, not them. So an astrologer put out an article, and I've also heard this from QAnon, which is, I personally feel QAnon is some kind of CIA kind of thing, that's just trying to, because the military's not going after Q like Snowden or Assange, right? And Q supports Trump, saying that Trump is trying to drain the swamp and get rid of, expose the pedophiles and whatever. However, Trump imposed taking children away from refugees trying to cross the border. So, to me, there's dualistic narratives going on there. So I really don't know what to say. But something that's coming out, that both the astrologer and Q are saying, is that they're going to cut the power for 3 days, cut the internet, cut the TVs. I don't know about the lights, maybe. And I feel like they want to create panic. They want to create civil disobedience. Excuse me. Which justifies martial law, um, which justifies FEMA camps, which justifies forced vaccinations, and all that kind of stuff. As I've said in, was it my last video about Tom Hanks, right? And his son with the Illuminati sign right on his chest, and basically saying that this is nothing to be concerned about and they're not very worried. That basically it's saying not to panic. Okay? So you reap what you sow, right? Excuse me. We need to come together, we need to work together. But we need to do this in a rational sense, you know, cooperation at its greatest. And trust. We need to find trust, I think, more than anything at this time. Now, I don't know where to go from this here. I really don't know what to say, and it's a lot to process, you know. I've been going through my own degrees of fear. I'm not afraid of this virus. You know, like, I'm not afraid of this virus. I'm afraid of the New World Order, a complete, a cashless society that takes away our freedom, that basically forces us to be chipped, tracked, and we are given a task that we no longer have choice on doing. We become a slave to this task for the rest of our days, where we are not properly compensated for either. That basically a subhuman class gets created, and that is the majority of the people around the world. So what is it, you know? I don't know what really to say besides stay calm. Be in a place of hope and trust that things are going to work out. Don't allow yourself to be consumed by the media, by fear, even when things get worse. To meditate, to find your center, right? I've said that for a while. The number 9, 11, 10 is the middle. 10 has been referred to as God's number. It's finding the middle. And we could see that again with the sign, the number 19. 19 being in Roman numerals is X line X. The 1 in the middle of the two unknowns. Okay, the two unknowns being hope and fear. You got to find yourself in all of this. That's what I feel like is going on. That if we can find ourselves, if we can get back to our center, then we can fuel hope, and we can get control of all this madness that surrounds us. So that's where I'm going to leave this video. There's a lot of other stuff that I could talk about that I just don't really feel that important. It gets away from, I guess, the main focus that I'm trying to say is find your center, find your peace, stay in that place of peace. We're in a storm. This storm will pass. Don't get carried away with the storm. You are safe in your bodies. I hope that the message that I am putting out is the right message. I ask you guys all to find that center within yourselves and answer it yourselves, okay? Don't take my message as being the message. If your intuition tells you otherwise, follow it. Just make sure you're not following the Pied Piper, okay? That he plays his flute and you get carried away. Okay, what I mean by playing his flute is the fear, the illusion of fear that is being sung. I don't want to make it sound like something fun here, but it's easy to get caught up in that song, and so sing your own song. Anyhow, that's my video. Thanks for watching. See you guys all soon. Be safe and stay strong. Bye for now.